home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 20-yard line.
To 20 seconds, yo.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Locke working out of the gun. And incomplete.
He was trying to get it to K.J. Hamler, the rookie.
And it's 3rd down.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air, it made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground. You just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Shotgun snap to Locke.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Josh Jacobs. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs, and he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And some room to run now. And take it into the end zone for the Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Rushing touchdown. I don't know what I'm doing. I threw a pick first. I'm gonna get it. First game. I don't really play too good in the morning, bro. I don't know why. I like getting my shit out the way at night when I'm up and amped. But it's 7-0 so far, first quarter. Threw a pick. He ran it in with Jacob on 3rd down.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Nigga, you can't trade. Yeah. I don't know what good that's going to do. I got a good tight end so far. Fullback. I move my tight end to fullback. Pretty solid. This dude taking forever to pick his place.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Lock on the give, it's Lindsey. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They look to throw. It's Locke. They'll find Lindsey here. They're able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Every year we spend a lot of time and money evaluating the top prospects for the NFL draft. How about when we all get fortunate and see a guy like Philip Lindsay, an undrafted free agent who had 1,000 yards rushing his first 2 years in the NFL. Can run between the tackles, run with power, and catch the ball out of the backfield.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 16-yard line.
To throw, it's Carr. Got a man open, it's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
32-yard line.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't
Do a pick in the end zone.
Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Richard, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost getting into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Definitely trying to
9
run
yards
the
to
field.
pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Jarrell Casey. A gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 9.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Raiders 7, Broncos nothing.
Nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Now it's the backup Mariota. On the move to his left. Here comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. The Broncos say they have it. They do. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. The defense, they were were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and
I
knocked
just got
it
a
free.
fucking fumble and the big guy fell on it. He couldn't bring it back to the house.
So much swirling
He's
around.
slow as
He's
shit.
trying
That
to
was my
find
D
someone
tackle.
downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the
Yeah,
number one thing.
he grabbed the fumble and he fell on it instead of running.
Like a jumbo set with
Stupid.
3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Philip Lindsey hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
At 7. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolute perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders. And it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago. 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Josh Jacobs, the ball.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt, a 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I know people see Philip Lindsey's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon. I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsey. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Never lost a more pick. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Oh, he's going to do a run.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both large. Trying to get it to Willis, but it's intercepted. That's by the rookie Michael O.J. Mooney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Solid, right?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Shit, at least you winning.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a give to Lindsey. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Lock gonna throw. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
First down.
I could have caught it and ran. Shit would have been a touchdown. Yeah, he was lurking.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Screen pass to Lindsey. Not much there, only a yard.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. That's going to be caught by Judy. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
Down, Denver.
Locke now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there is no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give, running right, Lindsey. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Somebody eating over there. That's Cook burning up.
So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt.
I don't know.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Raiders take over first
I
and
need
10
my way.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy.
He possession card. That's what it
And
do.
now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one. Go to the locker room. Start over.
Yeah, you got to act on it, yo. You got to jump in front of it.
Are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2. No?
I agree with that, Tom. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. Complete. Smith has it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Carr. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
49-yard line.
This game, bro. Dude was in position for a tackle, and he didn't even juke. He just caught the ball, and the guy didn't want to tackle him. What the hell?
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. He's got Smith here. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Number 16.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs.
How did that
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front.
All this dude doing is drag routes and running. That's it. I just got to stop it. Drag routes and run plays. That's it. Nothing but runs and drags.
Carlson on for the PAT.
Yeah, he's doing like double, triple, fucking. He's doing drags and crosses and passing it to the drag guy. This shit sad. And then running the ball. He running effective though. I think Jacobs got bust one open just now. I brought my safety up too close, and then didn't commit on the hold.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
They had a ball in the wild.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He had a nigga beat.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. That'll be caught by the rookie, K.J. Hamler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 37. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And the Broncos first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up
from the gun. It's Locke. It's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead.
Oh. Yeah, you just giving him stats. I just threw a pick. I just threw a touchdown.
Now McManus for the extra point.
It's a Fant. In trouble, bro.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Broncos 17, Raiders 14. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Offense set to get this drive started. It sees the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
2nd down and 7. Now Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
14.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll get it out to midfield.
Warning on illegal motion.
Right in midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football.
He ran it up the middle, so I'm guessing no.
It's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st down, Richard. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
I'm not playing for pass shit. I'm just not going to commit on it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Carr gives to Richard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now they'll throw with Carr. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up down at the 10. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1.
Right, he got me fucked up with that motion height.
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job.
He ran like 4 plays.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He ran like 4 different plays. I know they ain't got that many.
At the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now Locke on the bootleg. And they move this
Let's go,
all the
Judy.
way down to the 9.
Fucking strong, boy. You too
There,
strong, boy.
26 yards.
You too strong.
Even
Stop
after
it.
all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at
Fucking
work there.
Judy,
I
boy.
think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things
What?
go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you.
Bro, what?
And continue to fire the ball.
Did you see it?
I've seen guys have
That
games
catch
like
by
this,
Judy.
and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
They'll run with Lindsey, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Touchdown.
Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Broncos 24, Raiders 14. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After
You
the
said unless it's
touchdown,
the
here's
Saints playbook?
McManus now to kick it away.
You said the Saints got how many plays like that? Man?
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off
I don't
the
think
drive,
he on to even
it
see
does
it.
them
Bro,
no
what I'm
good to
talking
go
about
back and
when
say,
I'm
well,
talking
you know
about
what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Carr. And he's caught by the rookie
I just
from
asked him about
Bears,
those
Henry Ruggs.
motion like
12 yards there and a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Neal brought him down. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
Carr to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55
Griffin
seconds
got burnt
remaining
like that?
in the football game.
Stop it. That wasn't Griffin.
Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw is Carr. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Now Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Javon Kinlaw in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And that's caught by Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
I didn't have to line up in a nickel up there. And I ain't had to line up in a nickel or anything.
Now first and 10 at the 11.
I didn't have to.
One final try now for Carr. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Keanu Neal. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Denver, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7.
Bruh, I didn't have to line up in a dime, a nickel, anything, because he never came out in the 3 wide receiver set.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.
I already knew he was going to run the ball. He just got what he got. My defense played the best they could against the run. Well, I kind of fucked them over a couple times by bringing my safety in. For 16, I still threw 3 picks, 1 touchdown. Lindsey had 2. Lindsey been balling for me though. That rookie, Ojemudia, whatever, he got a pick. That's the guy that you was like, oh, good pick in the first pick. That shit was